Climate change is an issue that has not been on the radar in Pakistan. One, perhaps because as a developing country, a lot of the people in the country think that it is not our issue because it was not created by us in the first place. And therefore we have issues of hunger, and we have issues of poverty, and we have issues of livelihood that we must pay attention to in development. And therefore climate change is something that the others will solve. So the big task for us was really to be able to first get people to understand that climate change is something that threatens you and your coming generations. And therefore you need to get involved. Not for practical reasons, even just for moral reasons. So that is how the climate change awareness developed in the country over a period of time. Principally, of course, there is a linkage that we established in terms of how security is linked with climate change. And that is the work that I started doing. I used to be, the commandant of the National Defense University. And the National Defense University in Pakistan is a place where you get all, mid-high level officers going through their training before they assume positions of very high importance in policy making at the security level. And I thought that the best place to target is the National Defense University, where you could reach out to the officers there who will populate the policy forums and there make them aware of the linkages and the implications that come from climate change. In Pakistan, of course, this discourse comes in every now and then because we had this massive earthquake in 2005. We had recurring floods and a massive flood in 2010 and again in 2011. And as a result of it, there were massive disruptions. So we had this management authority that is again populated by the military. And the Pakistani army is always the first responder in such situations. And it was important for them, for this reason as well, to understand that there is this linkage that they must be prepared for, and how they train their own people to recognize through an early warning the impending disasters, and also how these disasters then, once they occur, can be managed so the risks can be minimized. And of course, there is the transboundary issues and transnational issues linked with these as well, which can also be addressed by us. And that's something that I have also been trying to impress upon our government and establish between the official government's climate change policy and the official government's national security policy to be able to bring those two together. So that's also, as I would say, part of the climate diplomacy that needs to be undertaken so that we can make everyone aware of what they need to do and what their role needs to be in the overall approach to climate change, mitigation, adaptation, and resilience.